What's good, family? Welcome back to Tasting with Tank. Thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. This week is a little different, y'all. This week, I'm actually reviewing a beer, okay? I'm reviewing Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, okay? Just really quick, I'm not a huge beer fan. I don't do a lot of beer. I rarely drink beer. When I do, it's usually, I can't even I don't know anything about the IPA, the IPAs and the all of that. However, as a person that absolutely loves, bourbons, whiskeys, cognacs, brandies, pretty much any and everything. I like me some vodka. I like it all pretty much. But for somebody that loves spirits, this beer, oh my God. And if you heard the name, it's Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. So, for anybody that doesn't know what that means or know what that is, I'm going to tell you right after I take a nice little swig of this. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good. So, Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. So, a bourbon barrel ale, this is not the only one that does this. However, I'll tell you the process. So as beer ferments, as you know, they use yeast and everything, and they ferment the beer. What makes it different, makes this different is they take this beer when it ferments, they put it in barrels that used to have bourbon in them. So they'll put that beer in the oak barrels where bourbon used to be housed, and they let it ferment for like 6 weeks or something like that, or at least 6 weeks. And what happens is, in the fermentation process, it absorbs the rest of the bourbon out of the oak barrel, out of the wood. It absorbs that bourbon into the beer while it's fermenting. And when I tell you, you get a strong hint of bourbon as you're drinking this beer. It definitely has a beer feel to it. However, it's something different. It's a little sweeter than most beers. It's a lot sweeter than most. It's not sweet by any means, relatively. But it's a lot sweeter than most beers, but it has definitely a bourbon flavor to it. You can definitely taste the bourbon in it. And it's one of those, let me shut up real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I love this beer. It definitely has that bourbon feel to it. You can definitely taste the bourbon in it, I'm telling you. And I can't explain the snifter part. I really can't. But this is good, y'all. I love this beer. Absolutely. Hold on. Yeah. So if you're in a restaurant and they always serve this in a snifter. If you're in a restaurant, I don't know why. It could have an effect on the flavor, but out of the bottle is just, I don't know. It does taste. Usually at the house, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I drink it out of the bottle every time. But as I'm sitting here talking and I have it in this snifter, I definitely taste a difference in why they put it in a snifter now. Y'all just saw me discover this, like literally just now. Okay, moving forward, I will only drink this out of a snifter. As I'm sitting here talking, I just took that swig and now I'm like, oh, that's why they put it in. And it must have something to do with the amount of oxygen and how it hits. As you see, the openings on a bottle versus the snifter is a lot different. So it must have something to do with the amount of oxygen going over the surface, and must affect the flavor. That's the only thing I can say. I'm sure there might be an expert out there that may be able to tell me different or educate me on that. But that's my understanding of drinking out of a snifter. So thank y'all for tuning in to Tasting with Tank, and thank you for learning with me. Y'all just saw me discover something new as I'm doing this. I'll catch y'all next time. Make sure y'all check this out, Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Y'all have a good one, fam.